Hey YouTube, this is the Robinhood Investor. Hope you had a great day of trading. As always, I really appreciate your support. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn about investing, subscribe to this channel. Today I'm going to talk about Nikola's stock, ticker symbol NKLA. As you can see, it's up 8.82%. Past week, up 94%. And at one point, it was up 135%. And recently, it surged this much just because it revealed plans on making reservations for its Badger model. So it disclosed when the reservation plans will be available for the next EV model. So taking a look at the actual business model for Nikola, you can see this is a roadshow presentation, and you see it's mentioning Nikola and Vector IQ. So scrolling down a bit, transaction overview. So this is the proposed transaction overview. So on March 2nd, 2020, you can see that Nikola and Vector IQ agreed to enter into a business combination, and the transaction is expected to close in the second quarter of 2020. It's anticipated that the post-closing company will be a Delaware corporation, retain the Nikola name, and be listed on the NASDAQ. So that's why you see this Nikola stock is publicly traded on the NASDAQ. So in terms of valuation, implies a fully diluted pro forma enterprise value of $3.3 billion. And the shareholders expect to receive 79.6% of the pro forma equity and $70 million cash. So this is what the transaction structure and valuations like. Scrolling down a bit, you can see the pro forma equity ownership. This is just a breakdown of what happens between Vector IQ as well as Nikola stock, Nikola investors. Scrolling down a little bit more, you can see some of the DNA of this company. So you can see the chief financial officer has experience from Navigant, Kellogg, CVS Caremark, Solic. The executive chairman, Nikola and D Hybrid. Let's see, the chief technology officer, Nikola and SCS, president and CEOs from Worthington Industries and Alcoa, and the head of vehicle engineering was from Tesla, Faraday Future, Mercedes, and Romeo. So Tesla and Faraday were some of the more innovative electric car companies, and I see that he can definitely add a lot of value to the EV industry. So you can see some of the corporate functions, some brand names like Aeon, Kraft Heinz, Walmart, Cox, CenturyLink. Let's see, safety and supply chain and hydrogen. The second one from Nissan. What is this? Infinity, Datsun. Next is, all right, so design, powertrain, and software. That's probably more important in terms of the car technology. So you can see, let's see, JPL, NASA, Faraday Future, Ford, Kensworth. There's a lot of history in the car industry. Vehicle engineering, you can see this person's from Lucid. There's another EV company, Ford, Tesla, and Toyota. Siemens, Romeo, Faraday Future, GM, Chrysler. So a lot of experience from other car companies, not just car companies, but big, successful car companies who can hopefully make this Nikola company successful. Scrolling down a bit, so you can see the business overview. So they have a unique business model. They're trying to get into the truck space. So addressing huge green to wheel commercial vehicle ecosystem. Estimated 600 billion global TAM, comprised of both vehicle and energy supply. Industry-leading portfolio to address specific use cases enabled by world-class partnerships and investment by strategic partners. So they're gonna partner with some big brand names and invest in some strategic players. let's see, they plan to have the launch of the BEV, I think that's the Badger model, in 2021, and the 2023 model FCEV, that's another model, in H2 station operations, meaning strong demand from blue chip customers. So a lot of large established companies on path effectively scale green energy storage to ultimately transform transportation, fueling landscape. And with a deep roster of management talent to pursue vision of zero emission transportation ecosystem. So pretty grand business model and path going forward. There's a lot of hype around this company because it could potentially become the next Tesla. So key Nikola facts: founded in 2015, based in Arizona with 250 employees, 14,000 FCEV truck reservations to date, which is a lot of reservations with robust demand, and newly introduced BEV truck. So that's their Badger electric vehicle model. 500 million in capital raised to date. So they have some strong backing and they have good reservation numbers. So you can see of overview of strategic partners includes Ryder, Wabco, Bosch, Nell, AVL, EDAG, CNH Industrial. And in terms of core business, let's see. So the BEV truck, industry leading range up to 300 miles, leveraging existing FCEV work and partnership with CNHI to co-develop the truck for production in the next 12 to 18 months. Hopefully they deliver that in the next year or year and a half. Otherwise, the competitors will take its market share. They also have a FCEV truck. This is H2, 500 to 750 mile range, which is actually I don't know if that might be, so this is for the truck. So that larger range is for longer distance. It's an attractive bundle pricing model, truck, fuel, maintenance. And they also plan to have not just cars like trucks but have H2 stations, so charging stations. So it's a whole ecosystem. And in terms of the platform, it'll be level 4 hardware standard. So they'll have the hardware technology to be level 4 autonomous, but I don't think it'll be enabled anytime soon because there's a lot of regulation, a lot of barriers to get that in place. Automatic braking and lane keeping, full fleet management solutions and data capturing, and over-the-air software updates. So that's very similar to Tesla. Whenever Tesla pushes out a software update, all their EVs improve and are optimized. So grid storage and BEV charging leverage technology and infrastructure to act as a grid buffer and to capture intermittent energy sources. So with the storage, it's not just charging the cars, but you can use that battery technology for a lot of other use cases. So let's see. So yeah, this is the use case. So the BEV is for shorter haul. This FCEV is for longer haul. This is for refueling. And you can see this is capacity as a service and energy as a service. So they have different verticals for this business. And this is very similar to Tesla. They have different verticals, both cars, trucks, and refueling, as well as autonomous and energy. So very similar to Tesla, and there's a lot of hype around this. Demonstrating significant growth and progress ever since 2015. So you could take a look at the history. They built up this design, battery engineer, prototype was unveiled. Let's see, they had a partnership with Bosch, now announced as sole equipment supplier for hydrogen stations. They had an agreement with Anheuser-Busch with up to 800 trucks. So the fact that they have a big brand using their trucks, that'll help with their branding as well as usage. Signed hydrogen station development agreement with Nell and unveiled, this is 2019, most recently unveiled fully operational Nikola 2 Alpha trucks at the Nikola World, most advanced truck on the planet, and entered North America Production Alliance and European joint venture with these two companies. So pretty quick timeline, aggressive timeline. Hopefully they do deliver on the 12 to 18 month production vehicle. And this is just more technology portfolio, showing the use cases. So hydrogen electric, 100% battery electric, and diesel, just a comparison of the different uses. This is more partnerships. Let's see, is there anything more? So they have a robust blue chip demand for zero emission solution. So total 14,602 FCEV trucks. That's a 10.2 billion value. And you can see there's themes driving demand. So you can see some of these companies in the fast moving consumer space that they do a lot of deliveries across the country. So Coca-Cola, Walmart, Pepsi, Amazon, UPS, these companies can potentially use their vehicles to deliver their products and goods. This is just more data on the addressable market. You can see the opportunity for their two truck models, the Badger and FCEV opportunity. Breakdown of the US Class 8, 130 billion TAM. So 37 billion, which is 29% truck, diesel 49%, and service and maintenance 22% at 29 billion. So here are some of the key drivers for their commercial vehicle demand. And as I mentioned, here are some of the class. So there's 1.8 million Class 8 semi-trucks on the road daily. About 75% trucks and 25% trucks run on dedicated routes. So these can use their EVs and save in terms of their gas and be more efficient in running their fleet of vehicles. So that's all for this video. What are your thoughts on Nikola stock? Comment down below. Remember to use my referral links below. Both of us get $20 for using personal capital or free stock for using Robinhood. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn about investing, subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video.